Hello everyone, you're looking live here at Daytona International Speedway for race number 12 of the Tuesday Night Thunder Series. It's a Dale Earnhardt tribute race as practice just wrapping up here. Casey Wadger on top of the board, almost 2 tenths clear of the field right now, but obviously practice times at Daytona not too important here, but still Wadger looking strong for now, as he's currently the points leader, most likely going to win the regular season points championship. I believe he has that locked already. But there's a few other drivers fighting for the top 12 spot. Qualifying underway now. We'll see who can get pole here at the Legacy Daytona. Already went to 2 Super Series races this season, one being the new Daytona where John Matthews won that one. First race of the season, which was Talladega, where Andrew Bolander won first race there. As I mentioned, practice wrapping up, so qualifying underway for now. Who's on the bubble right now? It would be Richard Ode, who's in 12th right now. Not in the session. You got Nathan Estep, who's not in the session. Connor Morris, who's also not in the session. So right now, it looks like Richard Ode will be the final driver in if no one else of those other ones show up. I believe Morse and Estep would have to most likely win tonight to have a chance to make the field, but right now not in the session currently. Now we're looking at a Clavet right there in that 56 machine. And everyone here, or most likely everyone, is running Dale Jr., or Dale Sr., excuse me, paint schemes of some type. You can see the Goodwrench Oreo car here for Dean Clavet. As we'll see what the first lap times are. Clavet is on pole for now, so we can do on his second lap. Now he has a 51.376. John Matthews, Daytona winner last time in 4th. This is Legacy Daytona, so a lot more bumpier than New Daytona and Talladega. So car handling, car placement definitely a lot more important than at the other racetracks. As Alfred Denny on hold there. Alfred Denny, I believe his first start of the season here at Daytona. Wadger now in 10th, actually last right now of the drivers who have set a lap. How to get across on, he goes up top. Bailey Thompson up to 2nd. So he's seen the second lap times a lot quicker than the first one. See where Alfred Denny puts himself there. Christopher Pendel goes up to 4th. Is Denny gonna cross the line here? It's gonna be a 51.082, not quick enough, as Wygen goes up to 3rd. So Dean Clavet right now on pole position. Bobby Blowers on his final lap right now, 1:03 left. Only a few drivers have not set their second lap, Loic Sharp being one of them. It'll be a 50.965, and that's gonna be pole position for Loic Sharp. So here comes Bobby Blowers down the back straightaway he goes. As right now Sharp, Clavet, Ayers the top 3 for now. Can Blowers get to that pole position? Off of turn 4, here he comes to the line. We go on the inside there, under the yellow line, go across the line. It's going to be a 50.974, and that's going to put him 2nd by 1/1000th of a second, 3/1000th of a second over Dean Clavet. So he goes on the front row. as everyone has set their lap there, and so that's going to be Lily pretty sharp on pole position here for the Legacy Daytona. Qualifying officially wrapping up here shortly. And actually, Sharp has gotten pole at every super speedway this season, Talladega and Daytona, now the old Daytona. So very good super speedway qualifier. Unfortunately, we do not have a super speedway in the chase, so qualification matters somewhat for the pit stops. You want to have a good pit stall spot there, and the first one definitely probably the best one to be in for those green flag pit stops. So I'm sure we'll see a few here today with the 50% fuel overall, around every 20-25 laps or so. Actually, probably earlier than that, about 15 to 20, give or take. With about 9 gallons in these cars. Usually they go about 32 laps, I believe, on fuel. Because I know the next gen with the 20 gallon fuel tank goes around 40 or so. So about 2 less gallons, plus I think the fuel saving next gen is a little bit easier than in the Xfinity car. But anyways, we will see if we have a green flag pit stop. It's going to be very bumpy like I mentioned, so a lot different racing than we're used to at a normal speedway, you could call it, like Talladega or a new Daytona. But it definitely takes a lot more skill, you would say, at a track like this, trying to handle the bumps and try not to be pushed at the right moments and really just not turn the person in front of you hitting those bumps at the wrong angle and whatnot. So as these drivers grid up, we'll take a quick look at our starting grid here tonight at Daytona. Like I mentioned, it's a Dale Earnhardt tribute race, so most, if not all, these drivers are running the Dale Earnhardt type of scheme, and also they have a custom number 3, so there's going to be a lot of 3s out there, which could give you some confusion for everyone, I guess. But it's going to be Sharp on pole position, low up to Sharp with a 50.965. Bobby Lowers in second, only 8 thousandths behind her in that 34, pushing a little small 4 there. We got Team Clavitt in the 56th in the third. Ryan Ayers in the 17th in the fourth. Casey Wadger, our current points leader and regular season champion, in 5th. And Christopher Pendell in 6th. John Matthews in 7th and Bailey Thompson in 8th. Byron Jones in 9th and Scott Bernansky in 10th. Alfred Denny in 11th and Tristan Bayer in 12th. Jimmy Minch in 13th. DJ Trout in 14th. Angel Santiago in 15th. Casey Ellis in 16th. Now round out your 16 car field here tonight. So I'm pretty sure I think I only saw about maybe 3 drivers not have a Dale Earnhardt scheme. But most of them do, and some of them have a number 3 on them. But anyways, we will be going green here. 76 laps on our 76 wins for Dale Earnhardt. Like I mentioned, 50% fuel overall, which will probably see about 3 pit stops needed here tonight if we go green the whole way. And I believe they have 4 extra tire sets, which should be plenty, but tire wear definitely going to be a lot more of an issue here at the old surface of Daytona compared to the other racetracks that we go to. We do have 1 fast spray like usual, 3 green white checker attempts if needed. So Sharp released to the green for the 3rd time this season, or 4th time this season overall, but 3rd time at a super speedway. Take a quick look at our weather here before we start. It's going to be pretty cool actually. Daytona, February 18th. Sim day is the real day. And it's a noon race. It's 84-degree track temp, so pretty overall cool for Florida, February. Normal temperatures there. No rain in the area. Pretty big winds though going to the southeast, but pace car going to pull off to pit lane, and we're going to be under green here at the World Center of Racing in a moment. And green flag is out and away we go. Getting up to speed here shortly. Still side by side, Blowers has the advantage on the top side. Good push from Ayers down in turn 3 and 4. Still 2x2 through most of the field. Green's her plenty of room. Not much side driving. Ooh, Ayers on the outside wall off turn 4. And coming across the line, it's going to be Sharp to the lead lap 1 from the great push from Team Clavitt there. Lap 1 complete under green. Sharp out front. Clavitt pushing it good in second now. As the inside lane moving a little bit forward, the outside moving a little bit back. It was Sharp going onto the apron there. Not sure it was a penalty or something, but going to the back. Interesting strategy call. Still 2x2 through most of the field. Sharp goes down to 15th, second to last right now. As Blowers going to lead this lap and is actually clear of the inside lane for a moment. Not anymore as they go through the tri-oval. These guys are doing a great job of handling these bumps so far, giving plenty of room to the outside and the inside lane. Not pitching anyone down too much early on. I want to ride it out, make it to the end unscathed, and not have to use fast spare early on. But Clavitt and Wygen on the bottom did a great job in these corners. They have the inside lane, which those Ayers gets loose again off of turn 4. Hits the outside wall. That's going to allow Christopher Pinello 3 wide, and Ayers to fall back down to 8th now. Maybe even more as he's on the 9th. He's going to split 3 wide yet again. May go down to the back of this pack, down to that 14th place area. Right now, Clavitt is your leader. Wygen up top now. He was pushing Clavitt earlier. Now he's going to hook up with Bobby Blowers on the top side. See what they can do. It's actually Clavitt goes down to the bottom, just like Sharp did. So maybe he's feeling a little danger there as the top side now has the advantage. The inside losing numbers quickly up front. As now the inside lane have a good run. Here comes John Matthews. Won the last Daytona race here. He's getting a good show from Byron Jones in the bottom there. Down the back straight, away they go here. Lap 5 already complete. As the outside lane forming up a lot more cars. The inside has about 6. The outside has about 10. In total. We'll see if the outside lane kind of comes into its own and we go single file for a little bit. Waiting for those pit stops. So far, a lot of action early on. A lot of people dropping to the back. And Wygen out in front leading at Daytona. On the inside, has a little bit more drivers on the outside, so it's kind of switching a little bit on the backside. Kind of go up and down, swapping lanes, seeing which one's the quickest one. Not too important early on, but later in the race, definitely going to see a lot more aggressive driving. Probably middle 3 wide a few times. Already seen that a few times off of turn 4. Looks like the outside lane gets a little bit loose off of 4. Must be a bump up there or something up on the racetrack. But Matthews going to lead this lap from a good shove from Jones. Down the back straight away they go. So far, so clean. No contact really made too much. I mean, we saw Ayers off of turn 4, like I mentioned, get a bit loose at the outside wall 2 times. That's really pretty much it. But I think the tire is starting to play a little bit of a factor now. These guys are really squiggly through these corners, especially off of 4. So it seems like turn 4 exit could be an issue once these tires start to wear. The fuel gets a little bit light on the rear end, so that definitely could play a factor later in the run, in these next about 10 laps or so. I'm expecting pit stops around lap 20, give or take. Try to make it a 3-stop race, pit lap 20, 40, and 60, so they can make it to the end on a 3-stop. I think it'll be a little bit closer than expected, but most likely there will be a caution at least one time in this race. There is no stage caution here for the Tuesday Night Thunder Series. So we go green the whole way. We go green. As the inside lane really broken up, it's John Matthews and Byron Jones, and that's pretty much it. No help from behind, but here they come. Good shove. That's Alfred Denny up there in the 96 machine up the 5th. He's working his way up there, trying to get the back bumper of Jones to help the inside lane move forward a little bit more. The inside and the outside have been really even here so far tonight. No one's been really too dominant, the inside or the outside. I mean, both lanes have led laps and both lanes have changed drivers throughout the course of these first 9 laps coming to 10. So it's been a pretty dynamic race so far. Pole sitter Loeb just sharp down in the 10th place in the middle of the pack, actually. So be interesting to see what her reasoning was for going to the back. Maybe just didn't want to be caught up in a wreck. Maybe didn't like the person behind him. As it was sharp, actually, Wygen goes down to the bottom to the inside lane. He's going to control that inside now as Blauer's up top all by himself with push from Christopher Pendel. I believe that might be Sharp again going to the back. It is. She goes to the back once again. She was in around 9th, 10th area. Just didn't like the position she was in most likely, but you gotta make your way up there a little bit. She does have a good pit stall if we do have a green flag pit stop, so you would be in good position if you can work her way up, because track position is gonna be pretty important. I mean, we've seen a lot of movement, but especially in the last probably 20 laps, you want to make your way slowly but surely up to the front and have a chance to win this one late, because most likely there will be a big wreck at the end on the final lap of these Super Studio races. Always happens in real life, always happens in iRacing, especially at a Legacy Daytona track where it's very rough and bumpy. It's 3 wide middle. That's Jimmy Minch there at 94. Very aggressive there. He's going to go to the outside of Matthews, and he gets by Blowers. He's going to lead to the outside lane. What an aggressive move from that 94 machine. He might even lead this lap. Not quite, about curling back from Casey Wygant. But that's the moves I'm talking about. Lap 11 coming to 12. Not sure if that was the best move there, making 3 wide middle at Legacy Daytona, but hey, it worked out for him. He's going to lead the outside lane. Byron Jones behind him with Christopher Pendel in that 3rd spot on the outside. No one has lost a draft so far. Sharp in dead last, 1st to 16th. So it's 3 wide once again. Not sure that driver is. I made Bailey Thompson there in that 90. Actually, that's Scott. Yeah, it's Bailey Thompson right there in 97. Again, 3 wide middle. Works out for Thompson there up to 7th now. As the pack spreading out just a little bit more than you would typically see as UA, and I think the tire is starting to wear so far. As there goes Matthews onto the back there. It's going to allow Wygant to slow way down. Flowers gives him a good shove there, not allowing Jones to clear, but Minch is clear for the race lead if he wants to take it. Down to the bottom. He does not. He stays on the top side of Jones. This pack is really spreading out, especially that bottom lane, but here comes Thompson. He's going to get up to Flowers and Wygen there on the bottom lane. He's going to try to make it work with them. Pit stop's coming up here shortly. He's next, probably around 5 to 7 laps, I would assume so. As Wygen has led on the bottom and the top so far tonight. So yeah, he's been leading both lanes so far tonight. I mean, don't have the official laps led for everyone, but I think Wygen would definitely be a contender for most laps led here tonight. Also, Flowers could maybe be up there. I think Wygen has been the driver consistently out front here tonight. So far, 15 laps into this one. Like I mentioned, the pack really is spreading out a lot more than it has been. So right now, Wygen's still out in front. Minch up top still. As I really don't know which lane will be the best lane to be in at the end of this one. And the inside and the outside have been really good. There's one car on the outside wall. There's Tristan Bayer there on the outside. And the inside lane really forming up, which tells me pit stop's happening soon, most likely. Only 4 drivers away in the outside lane. And, I mean, it's a good hint that pit stops will be happening shortly. Everyone going to try to get to the bottom so they can pit with their group or their teammates. Especially at Super Speedway, you want to pit at least with probably 3 other people. Pack of 4, pack of 3 is probably the most optimal. You don't want to pit with about probably 10 people, especially trying to slow down for pit lane. So here comes Scott Panansky on the top side there. Gonna try to make it 3 wide right now. Jones and Minch is clear for the bottom. Ooh, Wygen almost gave Pindell maybe a hip check there up the racetrack. Not sure if they made contact, but it was very close between those 2 drivers. Luckily, no one in the outside wall there on the entry to turn 1. But I'm guessing pit stops happen here in these next probably 2 laps. We're seeing how many drivers on the bottom lane right now. Some drivers, like Pacey Wygen, will have to pit a little earlier maybe, since they led their pack. And Jimmy Minch, they led the pack with full throttle most of this race, if not all of this race pretty much. No one down pit lane yet, coming to lap 19. So it looks like it's going to be at least lap 20, so they can make it on a 3-stop race pretty easily with about a 4-lap buffer at the end of this one, if we go green the whole way. Right now at the end of this one, they're being really racy right now. Right before the pit stops, the outside lane forming up, pushing pretty well. Panansky in the race lead right now. Pindell pushing him, and you got Thompson up top there, Bailey Thompson. You also got Alfred Denny there in 6 on the top side. We're coming lap 20 this time by. 5 drivers on the top, 11 on the bottom. And the inside lane just doesn't seem to be pushing too hard. It kind of separated, not being too aggressive. And here comes Pinansky and Pendel to the bottom lane. As that's going to allow Thompson now to lead the top side behind him. Alfred Denny there. As when will pit stops happen here? That is the big question. And here they come right now down pit lane. Everyone pretty much on the inside coming down pit lane. I think it's at least 12 cars locking up. No contact. It looks like everyone made it on the pit lane easily. Where you are here in the back? It's Casey Ellis, John Matthews up there. Rodney is up there also. And Lloyd Sharp, first pit stall for her. Gonna be tough to get in there at one. As they through their box they go. 4 drivers staying out. It's gonna be Bailey Thompson, Alfred Denny, and Dean Clavitt your third, as Angel Santiago has lost the draft. So go for probably a caution here late in this one. Is Pinansky coming out early. Fuel only for him. A few other drivers taking tires. 4 tires. I mean, 4 tires with a 9-gallon tank, not the smartest decision, as it's going to take a lot longer to take tires because you have half the fuel. Down pit lane, the top 4 go. Doesn't look like anyone got a penalty, it looks like, from time screen. Actually, Casey Ellis man got a penalty. A 50-second pit stop there. So 1 penalty for Casey Ellis there, as coming across the line, Pendel will be leading this second pack of drivers. And really, it's only a pack of 2 right now, as you have Lucas Sharp leading the other one with Bobby Blowers. They're all very separated. And John Matthews, pack that took tires all together, so all very separate, as Dean Clavitt, Alfred Denny together here off the exit. As we will see on the back side of the way who comes out first. That's Casey Ellis, got a penalty most likely, don't know for sure, but most probable cause there. As here they come down the back side of the way they go. You can see that big pack of cars there of about 6. As we'll see what happens when they cross the line where everyone exactly is once they're all up to speed. There's a lot of 2-car tandems, so it's going to be Pendel, Sharp, Pinansky, and Blowers, the top 4. Clavitt and Denny not too far behind with Bailey Thompson. And about 3 seconds back, it's Angel Santiago. He's not going to be leading this pack, but he is getting past. But it's John Matthews leading this pack of 6, about to be 7. Ooh, Santiago hard on the outside wall. Thought Santiago might rebound back into the pack, but he does not. They're slot down in 7th in this pack right here. So about 3 seconds back is a really battling here for his top positions. Oh, big block there for Blowers. Blowers with a huge block on, I believe that was Christopher Pendel. Wow, that was a very aggressive block right there. Dean Clavitt now leads this first pack, but the second pack not really catching up too much. They caught up a little bit last time out once these guys were battling. We'll see what happens in these next probably around 10 laps, see if they can catch up to this main pack up ahead. And they're trying to single file out right now. got past KCL's there. Lap down, I believe he's the only driver one lap down. Yes, he is. We got hope for a caution there. As Rodney Ayers has lost the pack, actually. Took 4 tires on that pit stop and just never recovered, so he's got hope for a caution also. The second pack really not getting much time on the first pack. They have a lot of cars, but so do the first pack now. They have 7 up front, make that 8 with KCL's. Second pack here has 8 to 14th, so about 17 cars, or 7 cars there. And they also have 8 up front, so they did have the advantage for a little bit, but not anymore. As that just shows you how much tires play a big factor. I mean, you only have 9 gallons, which typically you can only take 2 tires for the 9-gallon tank, but some of those drivers in the back took 4, and some of these drivers took fuel only, which was a little bit quicker than just 2. So I mean, that was the big difference between the first pack and the second pack, is that everyone in the first pack took fuel only, except Bailey Thompson. But Thompson, the only driver to take 2 there. All the other drivers took fuel only, I believe. I'm a total estimate on that one, but given the pit stop times, that's roughly what they did. So in the meantime, we're going to quick crank it up here on lap 27. As we're back here from Crank It Up, and mostly just single file racing so far, but here comes the first pack battling it out right now. As the second pack has closed the gap down to under 2.5 seconds. It was about 3.5 seconds. And this first pack is starting to get a little racy, so watch out for that second pack to catch back up to this main pack up ahead. Still have a long way to go, more than halfway left in this one. There's now Alfred Denny in the race lead for now. single file out for a little bit there in the top fours. And Ansky behind. Actually, it's Thompson and Blowers. Side by side, Thompson single files out. And there's the second pack. They have caught back up. Tristan Baker only 1 second back now from Bobby Blowers. And they have caught back up. What a comeback for these guys. Staying together, not battling too much. Now they're going to the outside lane. Gonna go for the race lead here early on. There's Thompson up top. Gonna try to lead the second lane up top. And there's Dean Clavel also gonna lose the outside lane. And there goes Podanski to the race lead here shortly as Alfred Denny has no help on the bottom. And now trying to get to that back bumper of that 96. And he's almost there. Off of turn 4 they come. And this pack of 7 just turned into a pack of... Ooh! One car in the grass. That's Bobby Blowers, I believe. No, it is Christopher Pendel through the grass. He goes to the wrecking up front. Alfred Denny around as there's a big wreck off the tri-oval there. Alfred Denny was the race leader, and around he goes. As there's carnage off of turn 4, and that carnage just continued through the tri-oval. Bailey Thompson now your race leader. As first caution on lap 33. Take a quick look what happened there. So Pendel, I think maybe just got bad stuff from Sharp. It's actually no bad stuff from Clavet. And through the gas goes Denny. Alfred Denny just slides up the racetrack into Kopansky and Bobby Blowers involved. A few other drivers involved. A hood flying. I don't know whose hood that would be, but tried to do the pass in the grass, just did not work out there. Let's see the replay off return in 1 here. As I believe Casey Ellis may have been involved in that one. He's not going to get the lucky dog. I believe he was the driver who got the hood. Yep. So no lucky dog for Casey Ellis. As I think this all kind of just started from a bad shove from Dean Clavet, maybe. I believe so. To Podanski there. Through the trial where they go. A little bit of aggressive shove there. And Alfred Denny, I don't believe lifted at all. Just way up the racetrack he goes. Not sure exactly what his plan was there, but I mean, he tried to keep his momentum as much as he can, but caution out for the first time tonight. Up 33. So actually, Scott Podanski will be race leader. They come down the pit lane. Definitely going to be topping off on fuel. And probably going to take some tires here since they can. And guys have damage. Definitely got fixture damage, aero damage. Very, very important here. Trot actually first one off of pit lane, fuel only for him. Not involved in that wreck. He's had a quiet night so far, not really out in front too much, just biding his time so far in this one. And it's Clavet in the second, Thompson third, Air fourth, Matthews fifth. Be top 5 coming off pit lane. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back before the green flag here at Daytona. As we're back here live at Daytona, it's going to about pull off on the pit lane. Your truck get Lisa Green this time by, and Thompson up top on the outside row. Not a great start for a 97 machine. It's Tristan Bayer and Trout on the inside doing pretty well there. Got clear the top, no on the outside lane. Everyone topping off on fuel. It's going to be very close on fuel here if we do go green the rest of this way. We can go about 20 or so laps on fuel, and 40 laps from now is the end of the race, so it's going to be very tight on fuel these next 40 laps if we go green the rest of the way. But Thompson saw his rear end damage, so Bailey Thompson might be a bit slow there in the middle. Is a car on the outside wall. Was Rodney Ayers, I believe. It's Thompson now with a clear Pendelga slot in line on the inside lane. Very lucky for Bailey Thompson to get to that inside lane. As the inside lane forming up pretty well compared to the outside. We'll see if it takes a few more laps for the outside lane to form up. How aggressive will people be knowing that they'll save maybe a little bit of fuel here if they go green the rest of the way. So, as soon as I said that, there's Alfred Denny up top, getting a good shot for Pendelga. Look for the race lead once again. There's only 5 cars up top, but the outside lane looking really good, working very well together. As we have reached halfway of this 76 lap race, which is actually also 190 miles, so about 85 miles in total so far. Well, a few more now, but I'll be about halfway. Ooh, Bayer, oh no! Around goes Alfred Denny! Bayer clips the apron hard on the outside wall, goes Denny, and a big crash behind. Half the field involved there, and caution does not come out yet. And somehow they stay green. Trout in the lead, Christopher Pindo in second, and Tristan Bayer in third. There's the caution flag flying as Bayer clips the inside apron, goes up to the racetrack into Denny, and that takes about probably around 8 or so cars involved in that one. It's a hard hit to the outside wall for Denny. I believe he already used his fast rear also, so he's going to be out of this one. He does have a meatball flag, so he's out of this race here tonight on lap 40. Not of his own doing either. Bayer just clipped the inside apron on the interior turn 3, and that causes a huge wreck on back. I mean, when the guy in second gets turned, you know the big one's going to happen behind them. Bayer's got clipped. Wiseman was involved. Actually, doesn't look like any too major damage. Santiago trying to lock up the brakes there, not able to stop in time. But I think Rodney Ayers probably got the biggest part of that one on the cars out back. So not as big as I thought was, at least damage-wise. Ayers got turned right there. But the damage definitely probably isn't too bad for anyone other than Denny, as I don't believe anyone else has a meatball flag. No, they do not. So no one else got a meatball flag, which is very surprising there, as when the guy in second hits the outside wall into turn 3 and 4, it's usually a lot worse than that one. But everyone going to come out and pit lane, top it off on fuel, and make sure they can do the one-stop race here to the end. Looks like Trout taking 4 tires, which I think is a smart strategy call here. Take tires, new tires about halfway through the race. How big the tire wear is here at Daytona. Very good strategy there. He's going to lose a lot of track position, but I think it is worth it in the end. As one driver, I might be sharp, intentional gain an EOL. which is interesting there. But strategy I've personally used in the past there. But Angel Santiago staying out there, even with that front end damage. Don't know if that's the right strategy call. I mean, you can save enough fuel here, but there's no reason to top it off and not take tires on that last pit stop and just make sure you have fresh tires to the end. So we're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back before the green flag here at Daytona. As we're back live here at Daytona International Speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida. As Angel Santiago on the outside lane going to lead us to the green this time by Tristan Bear on the bottom. And the rain flag is out here on lap 43. Santiago did stay out there on older tires and less fuel, about 5 laps less fuel than the rest of the field. Some other drivers topped off also, just in case they were green and white checkered, but coming down to his last 23 laps, 24 laps actually, it's going to be pretty hectic here. There's going to be at least one pit stop remaining. This one actually 34, excuse me. Math isn't really good here tonight, but still one pit stop remaining here tonight with 34 laps to go. As Angel Santiago trying to work both lanes up the racetrack goes. Tristan Bear, bad show from John Matthews in the middle of the corner in 3 and 4. Gets Bear a bit loose, but Bear I think may lead this lap. Very close, but I think Santiago may have got at the line barely. As Bear now clear on the bottom there. To the top side, will he move up or will he stay bottom with John Matthews? Matthews really good so far tonight, being a great pusher. In the back there, some moves. That's Dean Glavitt there in front of, I think that is DJ Trout actually at 30 machine. There's one car on the grass. That's Bailey Thompson. Gonna get a penalty though. Thompson penalty down pit lane. Black flag. Will that be cleared? We will have to see. And yes, it is cleared. So Bailey Thompson, luckily, got race control to clear that one. Through the grass he goes. We'll take a quick look at that in a moment and see what happened. Looks like just maybe a bit loose, a bad shove maybe from Ponansky. Looks like Thompson actually just went down to the inside lane. Yeah, just got a little bit of a shove there in the trial oval. Down he goes. So actually it is. Thompson still has a black flag actually. So Thompson will not get that black flag clear. Excuse me, it's 3 wide, not for the race lead. It's gonna be Matthews, Bayer, and Santiago. 3 wide behind them. Oh, contact! Bobby Blowers around in the back. Jimmy Minch involved too, as there's wrecking in the back there. No cautions out. Paninsky around. Pacey Waj on the apron. They stay green. No one spun around. As Jimmy Minch also involved there, like I said. And now the top 5 now in the pack as there's a caution flag flies. We'll take a quick look at what happened there. Bobby Blowers gone to the outside wall, I believe. There. I think he may have started to blow up there. He tried to back off. But no one spun around. So caution flag still flies. It's actually Minch. Got tagged there from Bailey trying to get up to the racetrack. So see if we can get a better view of this one from the blimp camera. Not sure if Blauer was just... I think he might have been almost blowing up here real quick. Let's go on board with him. I know he just hit the outside wall. It slowed him down so much. The driver behind him, Byron Jones, got his left rear. And that caused a pretty big incident. Blowers definitely has some major damage. Everyone else make it pretty clean there. Try to check up from the wreck, but caution out for the 3rd time here tonight. Minch getting tagged from Thompson there, but they stay clean. So no one spun around there, no major damage. Blowers probably the worst of it. As looking at it, it looks like Thompson did get his penalty cleared officially. As everyone coming down pit lane this time, so not the last pit stop yet, but almost. About still 1 pit stop remaining left in this one. We've got a lot of cautions. Cautions just breeding cautions so far here tonight. Matthews out first, Bears 2nd, Thompson 3rd. We're going to take another quick break before we go back green here at Daytona. As we're back here at Daytona with 28 coming to 27 laps to go. John Matthews in the race lead for now. So we're on his outside lane. His car is off, and away we go. Back green. Right now, only one driver out of this one. Alfred Denny, 16th out of this race so far. 15 drivers still in it. Here, 27 to go. One pit stop still remaining. At least, ooh, bad shove. Around goes one driver. That's Byron Jones through the grass. What a save from the 19 machine. They keep it green. Through turn 3, let's go check out the back side of the field. The top 6 pulling away a little bit. The aggression level seems to be rising up just a little bit more than it was at the beginning. Seen a lot of aggressive shoves here. Still with 25 plus stops to go. There's still a long time left in this race, so like I mentioned, one pit stop at least left in this one. Side by side for the race, so now it's still Matthews and Bayer out in front. As the inside lane has a lot more drivers on the outside. I think some of these drivers might be saving a little bit of fuel late in this one. There's a big shove from Casey Ellis there, that 87 machine. Pushing Tristan Bayer out on the outside. A little contact between Bayer and Thompson through turn 3 and 4. These guys are getting really sideways here off the exit of these corners. As you're 3 right now for that 4th place spot. Hard hit for the inside for Jimmy Minch on the outside wall. Ooh, contact behind him. Christopher Pendel being slowed down big time from Polansky. I believe he has steering damage, and Pendel going to be most likely out of this one. Has not used a fast spray yet, but he does have a meatball flag, so he's going to have to bring it down pit lane and hope for a caution late in this one, as there's now 2 packs. 9th on back, very separated from the rest of the field. It's Angel Santiago, Rodney Ayers, and Bobby Blowers. And Logan Sharp a little bit further back in 12th. Jimmy Minch has lost the main pack just a little bit, but can he rebound up there and make up those spots? Looks like he's going to be able to get back up there pretty easily there already. So doesn't lose the main pack here. So it's going to be an 8-car main pack with 23 laps to go. Bears still in the outside pack, and Matthews still in the inside lane. So the outside not having a lot of drivers, they only have pretty much 2 that are really pushing. So it's Bayer and Byron Jones. Here comes Jimmy Minch to the outside also, so 3 cars top, 5 cars bottom. Santiago right now, slowly but surely gaining on these guys up in front. His pack growing quite a bit now. Making up some good speed on the guys up ahead. Only about 1 second back from Casey Ellis. Like I mentioned, one pit stop still remaining left in this one. Could be under green, could be under yellow. These drivers have to pay at least one more time for fuel. And the second pack is really getting, and they should be here up this main pack in the next lap or two. Angel Santaro doing a good job leading this one. Even with that front damage, there's one driver coming off the pit lane. That's Christopher Pendel. It'll be 2 laps down, so he's got for 2 cautions as Major moving up front. Byron Jones looking for the race lead on Tristan Bayer as John Matthews is now second in the line on the inside. Angel Santiago there, you can see him has caught back up to the main pack, and so is everyone else. So now this turns into a 14-car main pack up ahead, just like it was before. Bayer may have gave Jones a bad shove off of turn 2. Up the racetrack goes Matthews now to the inside. Thompson has to check up big time now, as Matthews has no help now down back. As Bayer tried to follow Jones, but he was not even close to being clear of Matthews. I'm not sure exactly what Bayer was doing there. He was following Jones up ahead. But Jones trying to work both lanes for now here. We're under 20 laps to go, so they can make out fuel at the pit this time by. So the fuel window is open. They have they've been out there for about 10 laps on this tank of gas, so they can go about 10 more laps, give or take. As the inside lane really forming up right now. There's only 4 cars on the top side. Now there's 5 cars up top. That's 3 wide now. There goes DJ Trout being pretty aggressive here. 18 laps to go. Go look for that race lead here late in this one. 3 wide middle, now 3 wide for third. As a 3x2 on back. Off for turn 4, very sketchy spot. But Trout gonna lead this lap coming to the line. Actually, it's gonna be Jones barely gets him at the line there, but Trout now leads the top side with 16 laps to go. That's a very aggressive move by DJ Trout there, but it paid off for him. The outside a little bit squiggly. Either way up the racetrack he goes. As Matthews looking to go to the outside, I think in front of Trout, the outside lane has really died down. I think that means pit stop's coming up here shortly. Only 3 cars up top, everyone else on the bottom. As Minch goes to the top side behind Clavitt. As you look how many fast repairs some of these drivers have. So far, Bailey Thompson's used his fast repair. Scott Panansky has used a fast repair. Casey Ellis has used a fast repair. Bobby Blowers has used a fast repair. And Christopher Pendel has used a fast repair. So, majority of the field has not used their fast repair yet. So, There is a big wreck. Majority of them can continue on in this race as long as their engine does not blow up to allow the tow. But as Jones gets split 3 wide middle, as around goes Jones on front of the field down to the inside. Caution flag does not fly as him and John Matthews, last Daytona winner, wrecking off for turn 2. Matthews tried to take Jones 3 wide. Jones just did not give him enough room. Was kind of in a bad spot as caution flag does fly actually now. Matthews just trying to split Jones 3 wide. Made a little bit of contact with him and around they go. On the inside back straight away. Not any major damage from those two drivers. But fuel window is open, so everyone's going to top off on fuel here and they'll be good to the end. Yeah, everyone coming down pit lane, so this is probably the most important pit stop of the night. Christopher Pinto will get one of his laps back. As one driver, Trout, you only for him, be the first one off in pit lane. As we take our final break here tonight at Daytona, 13 laps to go. The restart with here with about 11 to go when we come back. As we're back live here at Daytona with 11 laps to go. Had a few cautions here late in this one. Everyone is good on fuel, as Trout will lead us to the green this time by only 4 drivers on the top side, everyone else on the bottom. It's going to be Trout and Clavis. Clavis going to go straight up to the top side in front of Thompson. Now it's going to be Trout and Bayer now on the bottom lane. They'll work together here late in this one. Side by side for the first 5 or so drivers, all the way down to 10th place. With Rodney Ayers on the bottom there. Casey Weiger in that 10th place spot. Off for turn 4, coming to 10 laps to go here in this one at Daytona. Only 4 cars on the top side, everyone else on the bottom. How good can the top side be? Right now, Clavitt is in the race lead over Trout. I think he might be clear down to 3 and 4. Will he take it? Yes, he does. He goes to the inside lane. Clavitt now, sole driver out in front. As Trout looks to go high, Clavitt go work both lanes. Here come the single-digit laps to go. It's on the outside lane, kind of dying down here late in this one. Only 2 drivers up top, not really doing much. Ayers and Weiger trying to use the outside lane. Weiger now goes to the bottom. He's got to watch out for those bad shoves. We've seen a lot of them here tonight cause most of these wrecks. Actually, it's a bad shove in the wrong place of the right rear or the left rear of the car. It's getting all sorts of sideways here. It's going to be very aggressive here late in this one, like at most super speedways. There goes up top now, so leave the outside lane. As here it comes, Bayer up top, the outside lane forming up pretty well here. With 7.5 laps to go, Bayer up top, being pushed by Thompson right now. Bayer clear of Clavitt, wants to go bottom. Not anymore. Clavitt now on the inside lane, getting a great shove from Trout on back. As they're 3 wide, Clavitt got split middle. Trout on bottom. Bayer up top. As Trout now leaves the bottom lane, but the bottom lane very unorganized. Only 3 drivers on bottom. Clavitt in the middle, side drafting both lanes right now. Bayer clear out in front, still 3 wide for second. It's Thompson, Clavitt, and Trout on the bottom. Luckily for Clavitt, he has some help from behind from Byron Jones. Santiago making it 3 wide through the middle. Almost some contact with him as Panansky. There is Panansky into the outside wall, almost through turn 3 and 4. But right now, Dean Clavitt leads the field off for turn 4 right now, as he was Byron Jones up top. As Jones will lead that lap there, 6 to go. Clavitt now leads the bomb. Jones up top. Trout has been very aggressive here tonight late in this one, so watch out for the 3-wide move for him. There's 3 cars up top. The outside lane has not had a lot of cars so far tonight. They just kind of had 5, 6, 7, and then they kind of separate. But right now they're working really well as Jones again going to lead this lap 5 laps to go here at Daytona. They do have 3 green light checkers if needed, so caution comes out here with about 3 laps to go. There will be a green light checkered. Attempt to number 1 of 3. So Santiago going to make it 3 wide, split them. There's 1 car on the inside. It's John Matthews. As Santiago beating and banging off of Tristan Bayer, they keep it clean off of turn 3. As actually Byron Jones now takes the race lead. As again, Santiago hitting Tristan Bayer up the racetrack. All sorts of sideways over these bumps right now. There's Jones out in front right now as here comes Santiago up top. He's going to clear for the race lead now. Angel, Santiago to the point. 4 laps to go. Hard hitting outside wall. There goes Tristan Bayer around. Byron Jones goes with him. Rodney Ayers around. That's going to bring out the caution here with 4 to go. Clavitt involved, I believe, as Ayers, Sharp, and a few others involved as Christopher Pendell will get his final lap back. So he'll be back on the lap. Byron Jones has a pick for repairs. And his left front tire is completely destroyed there. As Santiago took the race lead there, and he's still in the race lead for now. It looks like Santiago just hit all those lines, and Bayer clipped him in the right rear a little bit. That sent Bayer into the outside wall actually, and into the rest of the field. So Tristan Bayer probably got to take his fast repair there. Wygent makes it through. He's up in the second right now. Right in front of him. He makes it clean on through. So Pacey Wygent up to second. Casey Ellison third. Byron Jones still has to have pit for repair, so he's got to take his fast repair. It'll be a green-white checker here tonight. And Angel Santiago in the race lead here on this last green-white checkered. The first green checkered attempt, at least. So who will dive down pit lane? Looks like one driver will. So Team Clavitt down pit lane, probably fixing some damage there. And basically everyone else who has damage coming down pit lane to fix it up this last 2-lap shootout. It looks like 9 drivers electing to stay out here. Actually 8. So Sharp, the last driver, did not pit. Tristan Bayer and Ron Ayers on pit lane fixing some damage. Ayers takes his fast repair. As it'll be Santiago up front, Wygent second, Ellis third, Trout fourth, Minch in fifth. Santiago hasn't really been out front all night long. Lost a draft earlier, I think, on the first round of pit stops, got it back. But it's in a good position here late in this one, leading this with the 2 laps to go once we go back green. As Williams top it off on pit lane. Blauer's still in pit lane. Same with Clavitt, fixing that damage. There they go, not going to lap down. As like I mentioned, Christopher Pendel should be back on the lead lap here. Looks like actually he's not, so he must have been involved in that incident somehow. So he's got for another quick caution here on these rear right checker attempts. We only get 3 of them, so this is 1 of 3. But right now, Clavitt, Flowers, and Panansky catching back up to the pack right now. We restart on the inside. Here we go, coming 2 laps to go, 5 miles at Daytona. It's basically going to pull off in the pit lane, and Angel Santiago leads to the green first time tonight. And into the restart zone they go as green flag flies. Santiago not with the best restart, a little up the racetrack he goes, almost from the Pacey Wajin as Wajin has DJ Trout behind him. And behind Trout is John Matthews. King of the speed, looks like Wajin got a good run off of turn 2. The great push behind from DJ Trout. Wajin will clear for the race lead if he wants to take it. And so will Trout. And so is Matthews as Santiago struggling now in the bottom lane. Falling all the way back now. And coming through 3 and 4, will they make it to the white flag this time by? Looks like Minch will go bottom. Right now out in front is Pacey Wajin and DJ Trout. 1-2 right now. And Wajin make it 5 in a row here to finish out the regular season. As contact behind Santiago hard in the outside wall goes Clavitt and Jones. No cautions out. They stay green. They made it to the white flag. So it's going to be Wajin, Trout, Matthews, Sharp, and Minch. The top 5 right now. They have a chance to win this one late. Down the back straight where they go. When will Trout make his move? They got Matthews right there on the bottom. He won Daytona last time. Wajin with a great block on Trout. Sharp all alone on the top side. 4 cars on the bottom, 1 car up top. Through 3 and 4 they go. Trout all over the back bumper of Wajin. Coming off of turn 4. When will he make the move? Trout goes bottom. Now goes top. Coming to the line. It's going to be a drag race. It's going to be Pacey Wajin gets it done here at Daytona. Trout had a moment there where I thought he would be able to pull it off, but Matthews gave Wajin a good shove coming to the line. But Pacey Wajin wins here at Daytona. That's going to make it 5 in a row for Pacey Wajin here to knock off the regular season as the champion easily. And we've had 3 different Super Speedway winners so far this season. First one being Andrew Berlander, second one being John Matthews, and now Pacey Wajin continuing his dominance even at these Super Speedways. He gets done here after overtime. This one we go 78 laps in total. Guys, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to speak to our top 3 finishers after this. Guys, we're back cloudly. You're at Daytona. I'm going to speak to our race winner of PC Wajan. Hello, PC, you got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
What a win for you, making it 5 in a row at the end of the regular season. You started second on that final restart, got a good start, just and stay up front the whole time. Those last 2 laps, talk us through that one.
Uh, I mean, it's Daytona, and then you throw in honestly, the legacy version of Daytona, so it's all bumpy. First of all, a handful tonight. It just took being a little bit more lucky tonight than you know, skill wise. Uh, luckily I made it through that last track, so it put me P2 on the last restart, and at that point I had teammates all around me. So, um, it was really just trying to fend off from teammates at that point, and I don't really know if I could have gotten there if I didn't have the teammates I do. So big shout out to them. It's not a Pacey Wygent win. It's a PPR win for sure.
Yeah, definitely need some good teamwork at Super Survey like this one. But anyone else like thank for tonight's win also?
Yeah, I got to shout out Blink Designs for making the wrap for me tonight. Got to shout out Dale Earnhardt because this race was all for him. Shout out Dean for putting all of it together. Shout out to Rodney and everybody who was working really well with me tonight, PBR and whole. Um, and shout out to you guys up in the booth for broadcasting each and every week. It's really fun to go back and watch.
Yep, and congrats on you in here tonight at Daytona. And we will see you for the first race of the chase next week.
Sounds good.
So as Pacey Wajan, our race winner, we're going to speak to our second place driver, DJ Trout. Thought he had a chance here at the end. Looked like he made a good move, but Wajan covered off down the back straightaway. Hello, DJ, you got a copy?
Yes, I do. How you doing?
Pretty good. You round up in second place, almost got the win there. Just couldn't make the get a good enough run off for turn 4. Get by Wajan there. Talk us through those last 2 laps and maybe what you could have done there early.
Uh, it was just it's Daytona. That's all I have to say. Uh that's the only thing to this racetrack. I don't know what I'm doing. but somehow I squeaked out of second place with what I'm calling the 3-degree car.
Yeah. Yep, looks like it pretty much actually. But round up in second still. Have the chase next week. How you feel like you're shot there in these last 6 races?
I believe Iowa and Nashville super speedways on the schedule, so when we go there, I feel pretty comfortable there. I don't know if I have anything for Pacey, but either way, I hope PBR does well, and if I could somehow get myself in championship contention, I'm going to do everything I can.
Yep, definitely gonna be a tough mountain to climb. Wagen's been really good this season so far. But anyone I think for tonight's second place run at Daytona?
A big thanks to PBR. They've helped me get a lot more confident at places like this. Thank you to my grandparents for watching, and thank you guys for broadcasting this.
Yep, and like I said, congrats on your second place here at Legacy Daytona. And we'll see you
Thank you.
next week at Darlington. So it's DJ Trout in the second place spot. Gonna speak to John Matthews, who won the last Daytona race here, but just couldn't make it work there. I think he pushed Wagen there at the end to get him to win. I'll assume that one. Hello, John. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's up?
So you work your way up to third there. You won the last Daytona race. Were you hoping for a little bit more luck there at the last few laps?
Honestly, I was, but given the unfortunate events that unfolded with Byron and I think it was 2 cautions before that, I was just happy to end up on a podium or on the podium.
Yep, and you do make the chase. Top 12, so you're 11th in points. Not sure where you'll be sliding after this race, but I think you actually might gain a position or two. But good points today for you tonight coming into the chase. What's your thoughts next week at Darlington?
I've got no idea. I've probably got a lot to work on at Darlington. It's not my strong suit, so I'll just kind of have to wing it, I guess, and see what happens. But it might be a first round exit.
Yeah, you still get third here tonight at Daytona, so nothing to be too unhappy about. But anyone I think for tonight's good run?
Yeah, I want to thank PBR, 213 Simware, Glitch Energy, Blink Designs, Air Designs, and then obviously my family for putting up with all the racing that I do.
Well, congrats on your third place here tonight at Daytona. We'll see you next week at Darlington.
All right, thank you.
So it's John Matthews in a 98 machine finishing up in third. Take a quick look at our Indian results here tonight. So the Dale Earnhardt should be race here for race number 12. 6 more races to go in the chase. First one being at Darlington next week. Pacey Wagent gets 5 in a row here and wins the regular season finale at Daytona. DJ Trout in second. John Matthews in third. We mentioned fourth. Lloyd Sharp fifth. Casey Ellis in sixth, who was a lap down earlier in this one. Rebounds nicely. Rodney Ayers in seventh. Angel Santiago in eighth. Byron Jones got wrecked there at the end with Scott Pranansky in 10th. And Dean Clavitt in 11th. Bailey Thompson 12th. Tristan Bayer 13th. Christopher Pendel in 14th. Just never could get that lap back for him. Bobby Blowers ends up in 15th. And Alfred Denny, the only driver to, I believe, DNF here tonight, ends up in 16th. So next week we do go to Darlington, so we will see you then next Tuesday night at 8:30 Eastern Time.